Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, Football Club Barcelona Nation. After our big win against Dortmund in the Champions League, we are back on action in La Liga. It's Barca against Leganes tomorrow, and we are going to talk about Flick's press conference ahead of this game, and a match preview will be coming out after this video. Flick spoke about the game on Ronald Araujo, Frankie de Jong and the substitutions, whether we will have rotations, and he spoke about La Liga and the referee decisions and many more. Let's get into it. So the first question was about our expectations for the match. For sure, it will be a different kind of game as compared to Betis and previously at Dortmund. Flick said this, and I quote, "I told the team it's up to us. We have to play 100% focused, and I think the team knows very well, and every team try to find a weakness in us, though it's normal, so they will fight to the end to get some points or a point there. But to us, the team is 100% focused, so we respect the opponents, but we have to play our match, our game, how we want to do it, and in general, it's up to us." Secondly, he was asked about players getting back little by little and what he thought about the players returning in their highest demand. It's normal as a player to need some time to come back and reach their highest level, and he said we are really happy to have them. Ansu and Christensen trained with the team today. Araujo is also able to play. He is fit, so it's a big step for him and it looks very good. So he also said that our physical training, the fitness coaches and also the medical staff are really doing a fantastic job. It didn't take long before they asked about his suspension for the game, for this game and for the next game. His opinion on that, as we won't see him on the touchline until next year. And Flick had to take water before answering this to stay hydrated and active, making sure he didn't say anything that could hand him another red card. But on a serious note, he had a very long explanation, almost 5 minutes, and to be honest, from his tone, you would easily tell how furious he was, hitting at La Liga, referees and VAR decisions. He said his reaction wasn't huge, as we know all coaches react even more than we saw on Flick in every other game in Europe. It's crazy that he was sent off, but he said, when we started the season, I said to my team, I don't want us to be complaining on the field and get actions about the referees or our opponents. We are playing football and that's all we need to do. Other things, no. When the referee blows the whistle and decide, maybe then we can see the VAR change some of the situations, but we have to play better. We have to accept that, and for me, it's I'm here in a different league, and Flick, welcome to La Liga. Still on his suspension, Flick was then asked a follow-up question. We will see Marcus on the touchline. He's our head assistant coach. So Flick was asked the confidence he has in him. Westerman is also on the bench and communication with Tony. So all the 3 assistant coaches are in action, and for sure they will have the quality to manage this match. Let's hope to see the players play even at a higher intensity. Next question, it was still about the referees and the decisions. They couldn't wait to dig about this and asked if he sees these decisions and the criteria going the same for everybody in every team. And Flick shutting the door to these questions. He said he would not answer any question about this, but for the journalist, we know how interesting it is to get the interpretations on what Flick would say about all this, and that was it. No chances. Up next was about the coming games. We have Atleti awaiting, a very demanding game for sure. And Flick was asked about the squad and particularly on rotation, resting the players and if the coming players would have the same importance as we have seen. Flick said, and I quote, "It's Leganes tomorrow and we are not thinking about Atleti. We need to decide as a coach together with the whole team. They played together the last matches. Sometimes it's good to get fresh legs and we have players with high quality on the bench. I don't think we will see much rotation. Could be, maybe a change or two, but I see us going with the strongest team possible and killing the game early before we could see several key players rested and the subs getting some minutes, which will be really important for them." Also, he was asked how he was going to communicate with the assistants at the bench, and he said that the last words he will say to the team will be at the hotel. Next, it was a follow-up question about how important that he won't be on the bench and the team will miss him a lot, more so during substitutions, on how united we have seen him with the team, speaking with the players as they come out of the game and building confidence in the subs to have an impact in the game as they come in. He said, you can ask the players, but if we win, we will see them in the training ground hugging them a lot with a smile on his face. And then the big question on Frankie. He is playing almost as a number 10, and we have seen him playing further forward, considering how untouchable Pedri and Casado have been in our midfield. Is he better to be assisting defensively in areas we need physical presence? In my opinion, Frankie should be an attacking midfielder. We have seen time and time again the runs he can make in the final third, combining with the forwards, and I think from what we have seen in his previous performances, it is true he is regaining rhythm, coming back after a long injury, but analyzing his skills and experience, he should be a better attacking midfielder than playing in a defensive role in this team. And as we know, Flick don't like to talk about individuals, but rather speak about the team. And the players are absolutely aware of this. Of course, the staff together with him need to make decisions on who comes in, like Frankie did for Raphinha in Dortmund. But Flick talked on how we need to support the players in general and to make them reach their highest level. We have seen them united, and the celebrations after our win really shows how together the team is. Then an important question on Araujo. We saw him included in the squad for Dortmund. We know the plan has always been to have him ready for this match. Is it a good game and the perfect game, the perfect time to have him pick up the pace and get his first minutes of the season? And yeah, Flick confirmed this. He will play some minutes, and this is a big step for him. Not from the beginning for sure, although he said he could potentially be in the lineup. We will see. The last time we saw him in the starting lineup was way back in May this year. It depends on how the game will be going, how physically it will be. So let's hope to kill the game early, score some few goals and be comfortable in the game. And if we do this, he will probably come earlier in the second half. But from how I feel, he should play not more than 15 to 20 minutes. So could he be in the starting 11 or could he come as a substitute? Speaking on rotations, Flick was asked if Raphinha could be one of the players to get some rest tomorrow. He turns 28 today, and a very happy birthday to our captain, Brazilian star. He has been very, very important for us this season. 6 goals in the Champions League, just behind Robert Lewandowski. And in LaLiga, 11 goals, just behind who? Yeah, you got it right. Robert Lewandowski again. But Raphinha has really exceeded his expectations this season. I think that's just for us, but for him, the attitude he has shown, how he pressed the ball, he has been everywhere in the field and not a doubt one of the best players this season so far. So back to the question, Flick said no. He really look fresh, very fresh with lots of positive energy. The decision is not done, and from this we expect to see him in the starting lineup. We saw him taken off for Frankie in the previous game, but this was just because of fatigue, no injury concerns. So I think for sure he will be in the starting 11. Last, he was asked about Frankie de Jong, specific plan to see him get the best of his performance. We have not seen him in his highest level he had before. And Flick said we need to support them with Gavi, with Araujo, and all the injured players. Taking care of the players and protecting them will have their confidence up. And this is what we want to see. So that is all about Hansi's press conference ahead of our game. Let me know what you think about the game. What would our starting 11 be? I will be coming up with a match preview with the lineup and all the predictions. Let me know what you also think about players coming back. What do you think about Frankie? What should be his new role? Do you think he should be an attacking midfielder? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. I'll be addressing them. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one.